So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work and he's tired when he gets home. And a woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do it? You know how fucking tiring that is? Have you done that?
First of all,
I do it every day.
First of all, do not choose a woman who don't want to be a woman.
Right.
So you don't want to be a woman. No, you don't want to be a woman.
Yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's a sign of low intelligence. You can lower your voice and speak to me. I'm sitting right here. I can hear you.
And you're yelling.
All this, I cook and I clean and yeah, that's part of your function. But when your tire is flat, my function is to make sure you have a new tire.
But
when your car need an oil change, it's my job to make sure these people ain't ripping you off. We have different duties and functions and responsibilities. And if you don't love your duty, your function, your responsibility, you're not fit to be a wife, period.
What's up, y'all? Quick message about 50-50. Believe it or not, women are actually right more than wrong when it comes to this 50-50. Because imagine you gotta think. The woman goes to work just like you. She working just as much as you. All right, let me say this. Maybe if she worked part-time, then maybe this is a little different conversation. But most women these days are not working part-time, which is why they're working in the first place when they got a boyfriend or whatever, because they need the work, right? But I'm gonna just break this shit down real quick for y'all. She goes to work like you, right? Then she comes home, she's tired like you. She goes to work like you, she comes home, she's tired like you. But men expect this woman to go to work like them, come home, and then basically do more work. And all the man really has to do around the house is basically take out the trash. Basically. Literally. While she has to do laundry, watch the kids, clean, all this other shit. Bottom line is this. If this is the type of woman men want, then you need to build a kingdom for that woman to come in so she doesn't have to work. Or if she does work, she works for you. But what if there's a woman that wants to be a lawyer or some shit? She wants to work. So I guess you're going to have to do half of what she does when she comes home. Because you got to think about it. You want her to go to work like you. You come home, you tired. She tired. And she got to cook and clean. And she got to give you sex too. That's energy too. You got to think about it, man. That's not a fair trade. All you got to do is play PlayStation and take out the trash once a week. It don't make sense. That's why I say men shouldn't even be looking for girlfriends until they establish themselves as men. First find yourself and find your purpose, then find a woman, you know? And that's why a lot of females are calling y'all women, basically, because you want to be pampered like women and shit like that. It's not fair. Bottom line, it's not fair. You know, maybe if the woman worked 20 hours, you work 80, maybe then that makes sense. But if she working 50, 60 like you, and you expect her to come home and do all that, you running that girl in the ground. And that's why a lot of females become unhappy and leave and be burnt out, don't want to sleep with you, all kind of shit. So that's all I got to say about that shit. Only solution I find to it is stop looking for a girlfriend until you have a kingdom to where your woman don't have to work if she don't want to or you don't want her to. You know what I mean? It's a hard job taking care of kids, changing diapers, all this shit, and going to work. Come on, man. It's hard enough to just go to work. Like, even men can say this. Even as men, you can say, man, I'll be tired after going to work, working all week, 40 to 80 hours. I'm tired. All right, now think about that as a woman, and then all that other shit y'all expecting them to do. This is why you shouldn't have had a girlfriend until you was established. Therefore, she has an option to not work or not. Just saying. So next time y'all get mad over this 50-50 shit and you don't understand, or you act like you don't understand, I just broke down to you why they feel the way they feel. And they right. They right, man. Men are wrong because men need to build empires, or at least establish themselves and find their purpose before they even try to commit to a female. Maybe you could be talking to one, but fully commit, I wouldn't. Or at least move in with them and shit, where she cooking and cleaning and shit. I wouldn't do that until you can have the option of her not working or not. And by that time, you should know if the woman really fuck with you or not too. So it's like a win-win situation. But you got a lot of men living off of women these days, so I think that's where most of the friction is coming in. I don't think the friction is coming from men who don't live off of women. I think a lot of them men would prefer to be providers for the woman 100%. I think the friction is coming from men who want money from women or to live off of women. That's why they want that 50-50 shit. And they want the woman to cook and clean. And they want the woman to give them sex. That's crazy, bro. And rub your back and whatever the fuck else y'all got going on, y'all be asking for. That's crazy work, man. Somebody once said that, why have your woman going out working for some other man, some other company, and then when she come to you afterwards, she tired, she ain't got no energy for you. This is why I thought about it. I was like, you know what, that makes sense. So this is what I'm saying, like, either the woman work for you, or she got a super good ass job. Because she ain't got a super good ass job, you might as well not even make her work. Like, she not a lawyer or some shit, making a whole lot of money. What's the point? Especially if you got kids. You just paying for daycare and shit anyway. You might as well just let her stay at home. But you can't do that until you establish yourself. You see what I'm saying? You have to establish yourself first. That's why a lot of men with girlfriends right now shouldn't even have no girlfriend. You ain't even on no type of level. You ain't set as a man. What the fuck you got a girlfriend for? For real. And if you do, you shouldn't be living with her. You damn sure shouldn't be living with her. I give you can have a girlfriend because you can't predict when you meet somebody. You know what I mean? But as far as like living with them and having that woman cook, clean, and all this shit for you, you don't deserve that shit yet until you establish yourself to where you can make that woman not want to work if she don't want to. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And you could say simping, but remember, I said if the woman's really fucking with you. I ain't say do that for any woman. You know? So I know some of the people gonna say, simping. Ain't no simping shit over here. Alright? Just want y'all to understand that you gotta look at it from both perspectives. You can't just look at it from the man's perspective, because it's not right. It's incorrect. You know, once you look at it from a man's perspective, the correct way, or the woman's perspective, as a man, you're not gonna lose, because you're gonna say, you know what, I don't really need a girlfriend right now until I get my shit together. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna lose either way. But a lot of people want to be carried in life by females, so you know, more power to them. I refuse. I refuse to be carried by a woman, because I'm supposed to be the leader. You know? And 50-50 ain't all about money, I get it. But that's the problem. That's what motherfuckers don't get. So a man think, I paid the rent. I paid half the rent. There's my 50-50. You paid half the rent. She paid half the rent and cook and clean and give you sex and take care of the kids. Come on, man. This shit is not even, it's not even trade. And that's why they pissed off. Just letting y'all know what it is, man. I'm out of here, man.